now. So it'll be Plant versus Mega Man. Atata 2-1 to Archie.
That sounds awful.
Panda Bear and Kane are playing right now. Oh no, Panda Bear just 2-0'd Atata.
Oh really? Okay.
Ned 2-0'd Hydra. Comet 2-0'd Earl of M. Seth 2-0'd Big Mac and Ravenking 2-0'd Spencer. So those are our winners matches. We are getting right down to business. It's going to be the Yoshi versus the Ike.
The Yoshi. I'm actually excited for this matchup for just one reason, and that's I get to see Yoshi and you play Yoshi, which I haven't had that opportunity yet.
To commentate with me on the Yoshi matchup?
Yeah, man. How do you feel? How are you feeling about any sword character versus Yoshi right now?
Yoshi does fine versus them. He's just so fast in this game, and he can do stuff out of dash now, so that really helps a ton versus just understanding the burst options of this character. And then the new armor is insane. You already see a couple of parries coming out from Seth, although just the raw damage from Ike has overwhelmed at this point.
Yeah.
With a 40% deficit and a stock deficit. Because, wow, that combo was clean.
Yeah, it was. It was absolutely spectacular. Now, you are free to correct me, because I might be wrong. It's happened before. But I always sort of saw Yoshi as this character that does really well racking up damage early and has a lot of different options he can use to kill, but it's sort of at that like percent where your opponent's at like 60 to like 100, where Yoshi starts to like have some issues.
Opponents typically don't get to 60% with Yoshi because your 30% combo in this game will get them to 90. So it's just kind of one of those crazy things. In this game, really, there's just been a lot of slugging back and forth, and yeah, that can be a weird zone to be in from the 60 to 100s, and then even then you still have to struggle to get the KO at the higher percent sometimes with this character, because if you don't get like a back air to up air or a back air to like F smash KO, it can be tricky. But all right, using the platform movement to his advantage is Seth as he finds an up air to take the stock.
Very well done. This matchup so far has just been a lot of Seth trying to find good ways to land in and avoid Ravenking's sword, one of the best, most terrifying nairs in the entire game. His sword expands, it just takes up so much range and is able to just clip a lot of different characters, put them in positions like that where they can get back air and lose the stock. It's so dangerous, it's so deadly, and it's something you have to always watch out for.
You have to play very carefully around it.
Are you dead? Oh my god, I thought he was dead. He just missed that.
Now in doubles, I saw Seth going for a couple of those the command grabs onto the recoveries of Chrom and the recoveries of Ike, more so Chrom. So maybe it doesn't necessarily apply as well to Ike as it does to Chrom, but that will go straight through the armor of those moves.
Oh, okay.
So it's particularly useful versus like a character like Snake, right, where he has that Cypher armor. There's no actual hitbox to try and contest you on it. However, it does have the armor to try and go through some moves, but a command grab will just kind of beat it out entirely.
Yeah.
So that's the situation that Seth has tried to set up against some of these armored up Bs that are linear. And I'm actually shocked he went for an egg instead, I believe, in the situation over on the right side.
That's actually very interesting. I'd have to imagine. Anytime you have some sort of like easy mode button to counter Ike or Chrom's recovery, because they're both sort of the same, you're going to do it like any sort of like counter, any sort of grab, being able to just bypass their armor completely. So I always just sort of assume if that is the case, Seth might know something we don't.
Well, the timing's a little bit easier on Snake than it is on Ike, because Ike just, he has burst movement in that, so like he starts at that one space and then he just goes straight up and then goes straight down. So it's harder to time than it looks, and maybe that's why Seth is going for some different options here.
That's very true. Once again, racking up damage very quickly is Yoshi. Got like 40% right there, and it only took him like 3 seconds.
He went from like 30 to 85, so yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Is those mid percents sometimes just don't exist in Smash Ultimate for Yoshi versus X matchup.
That was just a duck goose matchup we saw right there. It was literally someone shielded and then like fared and then shielded and then fared, and that happened like 4 times. And now Seth's off stage. This could actually be the end of the matchup right here, and it is. The quick F-tilt from Ravenking, and he's going to take this game 1.
Ravenking had built a very strong lead off the back of that first stock, and it was just barely enough, though. Because like the catch-up mechanics from Seth and the catch-up mechanics from Yoshi almost were able to like turn the tides around for his character. But, you know, the power of Ike, the power of Ravenking does prevail in game.
The power of Ravenking. There are definitely some days where Ravenking's power level soars just to new heights. And that's the kind of player Ravenking has always been. He's always been very good at being able to adjust to certain opponents in certain matchups after the game, you know, just sort of like hindsight things, being able to figure out what he did wrong. But Ravenking's always had this trouble with being able to figure out mid-match what he's doing wrong. He can be very momentum-based as a player for that reason, but some days when he's on and nobody can get him off of his game, that's when he's most deadly, easily.
And look at this damage, rack up instantly to 104. Oh man, we had said one sentence in this game too, and already 120% on this Ike. That's the power of Yoshi, man.
Yeah, man.
Schmooze.
Racks up damage really quick, but Ike is also pretty well known for racking up damage really fast. All Seth has to do is make one mistake, get caught in one Nair train, and all of a sudden Seth could die very easily, just like this. Even being off stage against Ravenking at this percent is very dangerous.
The lingering Nair going to help out Seth on this advantage as he tries to look for a way to clean out an Ike stock.
Oh my god!
Now these up airs are so stale now.
Yeah, they are. It's
that
gonna
could prove to haunt Ravenking later, but okay, already starting to stale him a little bit less. Okay, now he's dead, so it doesn't matter, because that resets the whole queue.
Man, who needs a sword when we just got a tail, dude? Flip it upwards, die at 140, near the bottom of the stage, easy.
The tail is a sword. I've been saying that for a while.
Very true. Could be sharp, very pointy, very powerful.
Get off on me move. Actually, almost KO'd because it was on the side platform.
Oh, he's going to go for Ether again, but all that's going to do is set up, like, I was going to say 3 up airs. 2 is good, though, too. It sets up, like, a 20% damage. All of a sudden, Ravenking
each one of those does,
70.
like, 12.
Yeah, so 2 would simply be, like, 24. Man, getting hit by 3 of those, you're already at 36. Oh, he just got stuffed out. Yeah,
that's the power of the new double jump armor from Yoshi.
Yeah, yep, you're right.
You don't even take knockback from that whole situation.
That's absolutely absurd. Yo, he tried to just end it right there with a... Dude, an F-air that could have spiked, that easily could have took out Ravenking's stock because of how bad Ike's recovery can be in certain situations.
Now, Seth is trying to just combo him into the center of the stage, and now these Nairs aren't even connecting, so this is the... You talked about like that 60% window being kind of awkward for Yoshi, but the 200% window a little awkward for Ike on its own right.
Yeah, I mean, that's sort of been the story so far, is that when Seth is able to rack up a whole lot of damage, and Ravenking just starts getting desperate, trying to catch Seth fishing for something, but he ends up just taking more damage himself. He's at 89% right now, but he's doing a pretty good job with a very slow comeback, but he's got a lot to do in order to make that happen.
And that egg was just brilliantly positioned on the downward angle of... Oh my goodness!
Okay.
Hello?
All right. The Ravenking comeback might not be as far-fetched as I once believed.
Who does that? All right, Ravenking's mad. He's like, okay, Yoshi, you had your time.
Ravenking is angry. Ravenking is looking for revenge. Ooh, down throw could have led to a lot of different options right there. I'm surprised he didn't get anything off of it. Wait a minute.
All right, armor through.
Yep. Yoshi's in air could be so deadly, such a good combo breaker, such a good combo, just absolutely stuffing out anything anyone tries to go through in the air.
And just juggling this Ike away. You still don't want to get nared at the spot. This is actually a pretty scary time to be alive for Seth.
Anytime Ravenking is in the air, though, when he misses, it gives Seth a lot of different opportunities to find a kill move, though. Ravenking has to be careful. Like, right, anything like that, anything where he shields, that could be the end of Ravenking real quick.
Ravenking needs to be ultra careful on the shield of Seth. And Yoshi's out of shield options are strong.
He called the roll!
But he didn't get the second up air. That's actually going to kill him.
Back air!
Excellent comeback from Ravenking. You see a little bit of a pop-off, the fist pump from this man.
That's a Ravenking. And Ravenking is very, very good at not getting too emotional in sets. A lot of the times he keeps it very calm, cool, collected, analytical. That's just the kind of person he is. But when you come back that hard in a matchup, that's something to be proud of for sure. That down air a little while ago completely changed the game, changed the momentum and everything.
And so now, I think it's still going to be on Stadium, right? Just sticking to this match. Sticking to this map.
Yeah.
A lot of the stages that Yoshi likes, Ike also likes, so I don't blame him.
That makes sense.
If you want to go to like Battlefield, Ike likes Battlefield, so just
yeah, exactly.
kind of do your thing.
Well, this is sort of starting off like last game, though. Seth very quickly racking up damage on Ravenking. It's something he's always been very good at. I've seen Seth show me certain combos before with Yoshi that could easily get somebody up to 80% with one wrong move at the beginning of the games, and he's proving it right here. It's a real problem.
And he's been able to get tons of damage, tons of just excellent egg snipes on things like the quick draw. And, wow, okay, brilliant answer. This is just Seth's all over him, this stuff.
Yeah, Seth, no time for games, just... Yoshi has so much armor, man. I'm just not used to it.
Yeah, so he double jumped first and then down beat, and that kind of like procs the armor first, and then the down beat starts, so you can kind of like air parry some things with that. But Seth is just as mad as Ravenking was when he got that spike. This is a rout so far, but okay.
All right.
They answer.
That's sort of all it takes with Ike, isn't it? Just one wrong move, you get an air, a couple up airs, and you turn things around. That's just the kind of character Ike is. You have to afford to be relatively patient. You have to know that you're going to take a beating most of the time from these characters, but you also know that in return, you have a character that really good at juggling, really strong character that has a lot of different kill setups. You just got to be patient. Man, he's been fishing for that spike all set.
And okay, a couple of these repeated disadvantage down Bs from the Yoshi are not really fooling anyone at this point in time on the screen, so you got to be careful with that.
Yeah, I agree. I think at the beginning of the game, it worked like one time, and Seth got that in his head.
What?
But now he's going to get his sword through his head.
What?
See you later, dinosaur. He's out of here. Back to the Mushroom Kingdom with you. Just like that, Ravenking comes around, and he's got the advantage.
Oh,
but
okay.
All right.
Answer back.
Hey, you know what? Disadvantage down B works every once in a while.
That wasn't disadvantage. That was out of the egg.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah, you know what? Was out of the egg, wasn't it?
Out of the egg is a really nice mix-up. I like that one a lot.
And just like that, this game is incredibly even so far.
But getting a couple slugs in is the Yoshi. It's 80 to 33% right now. And continuing to juggle with some up airs, but Ike takes his time getting down to the platform.
Man, those egg setups. Seth has gotten so close to being able to make something happen out of those several times. Not going to get the kill with the back air, and you know Ravenking isn't going to look at that life that he's been given in return. This borrow time, he's going to make it work as much as he possibly can. He's chasing super hard for Seth right now, man. Ravenking is angry once again.
Okay, but the bold grab from the corner for Seth as he stays alive here.
Same situation as last game. You just got to be careful with what you're landing with if you are Ravenking right now.
And that's going to kill him. That forward tilt just reached so far ahead. And Ravenking gets the 3-0, moving right along.
Oh my God.
What an incredible comeback once again.
A moment of respite for Ravenking as he takes a knee. He needs to soak it in. He's gotten the power-ups, but he's like, it's almost like his body can't contain the immense power. He needs to crouch down. He needs to wait a moment, breathe in, and become the Raven God he is meant to be.
He's pretty happy with himself.
He's pretty happy.
He's pretty happy with himself.
Nice comeback.
A couple of comebacks in a row for him.
There's a couple of comebacks.
But if I'm Seth looking at that set, it's just all those eggs that just led to interrupting quick draws and then almost killed him but just didn't. Yeah. That's the kind of stuff that haunts you. It's like he knew exactly what he was doing on these edge guard situations, but it wasn't enough. Yeah. Because just Ravenking just stayed barely alive long enough in every single one of these games to make it happen from the disadvantage. And look at this, 178 on the Ravenking stock, and then finds the back air for his trouble, and maybe not the perfect DI, but like when you get hit with Ike with Rage in that spot, it doesn't matter. Even the sparks flew there, but Ravenking still stayed alive because just he's a chunky Ike